Guys,
Yes.
it's exciting to be here. So I'm very pleased to see you all. And this is a new format, but we need to adapt to the situation. Before we jump to talk about Telios and then our exciting story, I want to mention the fact that I lived 7 years in the States. I came back in 2018, and since 2019, I joined this phenomenal team. And since then, we had an amazing ride. At Telios, I'm Chief Growth Officer, and I'm excited to talk to you about our team, the market, and the growth that we're experiencing. So I'll talk to you briefly about what we are doing in
For that,
telemedicine.
you have 5 minutes that will start now. Yeah, I will let you know when you are close to the end of this 5 minutes. Thank you, Calin. Go on.
Thank you very much. So basically, what you see some numbers here, 400 million, 320, 600, and so on and so forth. Well, these are actually done by European companies that were bought by a large telemedicine company in the States that right now is valued at $11 billion. So we are in a really hot market. And just bear in mind, this happened before the coronavirus. Because what you see here, the Teladoc price at the New York Stock Exchange exploded in the past 6 months. I mean, they had a growth from like $65 a share to $151 and growing. Why? Because telemedicine, as it happens in the States, but especially in China, it's growing a lot. In China, due to the coronavirus, the telemedicine services increased 9 times in the first month of the outbreak. So what is Telios? Telios offers unlimited access to doctors over the phone, using a mobile app and a desktop application that you can talk unlimited. You have unlimited conversations about your health, about concerns about your health with specialists and doctors. We are the market leader in Romania, and we are aspiring to be a market leader in Eastern Europe in the following years. The team is really great. We have an American team. So Telios is an American-Romanian company that has over 100 years of experience in IT and healthcare. We have Robbie Lynn is the CEO of EDOC in US that has 23 years of experience and 3 million subscribers. So the company over there is bringing us, it's a shareholder as well as is providing management to Telios that is helping grow the company and make it a success story in Europe. We have Philip Choban, who's who's the co-founder of Telios, and we have Lucian as well, who's a CEO. These are just, because of the time, I don't want to detail their experience, but they have done a lot of work, and the situation, and right now, sorry guys, it was my mother from US, so I need to shut her down. This is live. Yes. So what are we trying to do is, like, many people talk about the healthcare system. We call it the traditional system, where you have to go to a clinic. Well, with Telios, you don't have to go to the clinic. So you avoid figuring out, the timing and so on and so forth. You just have instant communication, and you talk to 13 specialties and more to come. So you can talk to a psychologist, you can talk to a dentist, you can talk to a general practitioner or a pediatrics. All this done instantly, and you have the best doctors. And we have the tools to grow fast, and at the same time to maintain the SLAs and as well the quality of the service. So here, this is a flyer that we give to our customers. Is basically, you can either call over the phone, talk to a nurse, and then she's gonna take your details. Then it's gonna connect you to a doctor, and after you speak to the doctor, you're gonna receive a summary of the conversation in the app in your account. Same token, you can access online the portal where you have multiple specialties. I know the timing is not on my side, guys. So
it's okay. You still have 1 more minute. Go us through what's left.
So these are like some posters that we give to our customers. Just bear in mind, we sell the service to companies, to their employees at a very reasonable rate, and we work as well with insurance companies. Talking about the expansion, we're in Romania, planning to do by 2020 in all Eastern Europe. We started live in 2018. In 2019, we had a very, very interesting growth month over month, and in 2020, it's going very, very well. I just want to mention that we signed today a deal with 30,000 users. The numbers are increasing, and the potential in the market is extremely interesting. As a business model, we do sell to, we make direct sales to companies. We work with brokers and also other type of sales channels. Since this year, we're working as well with insurance companies and other financial entities like banks and lenders. So I want to talk to you about the evaluation and the opportunity that you have until the end of this month. The current valuation is at $3 million. Just bear in mind, this evaluation is, besides taking into account the 30K that we signed today, so you have until the end of the month to subscribe. The minimum investment is $5,000, and the current round was subscribed by current investors, and we're looking to go online on the stock exchange market in 2021 in Romania. This is our list of customers. This is increasing every day. Just to keep in mind, a year ago, it took like 3 months to sign a contract. Right now, it takes 50 minutes. So we have a great story. We have a lot more to say. We have an amazing team on the service side, on the operations and the partners. Super exciting.
Thank you, Calin. Let's pick up some questions. Thanks for telling us more about Telios. We're also glad to see some of our recent companies that went through demo nights, like I was telling you about Sanopas. Let's hear out some of the questions, and I will pick some of the jury members. Like, for example, Lucian. We'll bring him on screen if needed, and if you want to bring in on screen some of your team members, we can have one more spot. Let's hear out Luci's question. Thank you, Luci.
Yes, so my question is regarding how are you planning to scale up? Because as far as I understand, as it is right now, you need like each request needs like a human touch or intervention, someone to answer the question or whatever. And on the other hand, how is technology involved in what you are doing or in the process of scaling up what we are offering right now?
So, just bear in mind, the last 5 years I spent it in an IT company in Boston that was selling very high-tech AI for governments. So I'm very familiar with what AI can do and so on and so forth. What we chose to do at the beginning is to use the current model and to increase efficiency, with current model to push efficiencies in the market. And then as we go to have IT solutions where we automate, we already have partners that have applications that can increase a lot the self-diagnosis. So we have plans as well to put sensors, but it's very important to have to create a large ecosystem. So the goal is to have 1 million, 2 million in a country like Romania as subscribers, to grow fast, and then on these to have several channels of like doing, develop different niches. But it's important to create the ecosystem, and then we can go as well in connect our solutions to the traditional clinics.
Okay, thank you.
you, Luci. Let's hear out Matei's question and any other questions. We have less than 2 minutes.
So yeah, my question is actually like half advice, half question. You seem to be raising a very small amount of money for a large team, and judging by your valuation, it seems like you're not in a position to sustain yourselves just from your revenue. So my question is, are you raising this money just for getting in touch with the local investor market, or are you actually planning to do something big with the amount? If so, why is it such a small amount?
So I don't have the answers on this one. This is our Philip Turban, who's the CEO. All I can tell you that we're experiencing right now, like we were experiencing a very good growth, and the cost that we had. Just bear in mind, we had to sustain nurses that are 24/7 and doctors, and right now we're tipping out of the break-even point. The goal is to have. Right now, we're talking about awareness and what we can do with telemedicine in order to help with this situation in Romania with coronavirus. We have
Philip's opinion on that. So part of Telios team. Any other questions? And I'm asking this question to all of you and all of you in the room. Less than 1 minute to go through them.
Answer your question quickly. Okay. Actually the cash flows we have do cover all of our expenses. What we're developing in a partnership right now, where some of the funds are going, is marketing. For one thing, we need to make people aware. Number two, we're developing a machine learning platform right now with a company out of Spain that will be all in Romanian and English both, and will be a symptom checker. So you'll be able to check your own symptoms first of all, and then if you want to talk to a doctor, you press the app and it connects you, or if you want to ask a question, it does that. We're in the next stage of that, and the reason we're going in this, and again, I'm not going to bring it up as a hard point, but it really is. This is not innovative in what we're doing. It's innovative for the market here. We're using our experience from the States, how we grew a actually successful company there. We brought the aspects here, and all we're doing is basically copying it for a market that is going to use it in time.
Thank you, Philip.
Got it. I think you could raise money at a bigger valuation than that. So good luck.
Any other last minute question? I think Ionuț was having one. Raise your hand if so. I can add you on screen for less than 1 minute to end up the pitch and the Q&A. Yes. I've added Ionuț. Less than 1 minute left.
Yeah. Hey.
So my old friend. How you
doing? Like, yeah, how many doctors are they contributing now in offering their services or medical companies? So what's the current status in numbers?
Okay, we can tell you we contract with doctors like Regina Maria does and MedLife does. Okay, so we contract with doctors. Currently, we have over 35 of them on board, with another 20 being trained right now. We have a nurse staff of 6, and we are automating a lot of the system now too. So
okay, technical speaking, okay. How do they communicate with the patients? What's kind of the flow? Telephone. Over phone. So in a way or another, patients will end up calling them and have a talk about the problems.
Exactly.
So they're connecting as well through the mobile app, where they can write down. And so basically in the mobile app, you can send a picture and you can send a PDF with your results. So you can send your EKG and many other details about your health. Everything is GDPR compliant, guys. This is a hard work. GDPR it's the main thing in what we do. It's like
Ionuț knows that.
So
Units knows that
Thank
too,
you.
for sure.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes. So we are trying to make everything secure and to be sure that we can scale these up. We don't want to grow too fast. We want to be sure that we have a good pace and we maintain the growth and the quality. This is very good because we don't want to provide services, the quality of services to decrease due to the high demand that we see right now. So it's very important to manage this.
Okay, thank you.